And all of Greece is now owned. Fantastic. Beautiful and also glorious. So, 4th feta can now be completed. 75 gold versus that's not costing money. Let's go with 4th feta anyway. I will receive up to 2 fortresses that I can then instantly delete for 60 gold. And it gets fort defense as well. Strategic cities of Chalkis and Corinthos have been garrisoned by Macedonian troops to secure control over central Greece, but beyond the latter, the Peloponnesos is entirely lacking in infrastructure against insurrection. If the Spartans are to be kept in check, an ideas kept from the Achaeans' heads, a 4th feta is required. And Mount Ithome, a peak above the city of Messene, is known for its temple to Zeus Ithomatas, has clear advantages by virtue of its terrain and position. That's cool. That's all well and good, but I will be deleting those. Just confirmed in the dictionary, rapine is the violent seizure of someone's property. The fruits of violence and rapine. Is that maybe the root of the word for R word and pillage? Because I have heard that it didn't mean what we now consider the R word to mean. And I'm also saying R word because this is Twitch and it will be on YouTube, and I'm not risking that shit. No thank you. Oh, you're also now up to 14, Marshal. You are absolutely delightful. You're the general of the 2nd Taxis? No, mate. Why is this the 2nd Taxis? If I split you up, is it the 1st Taxis and the 2nd Taxis? Yeah, what if I merge you again? It's still called fucking 2nd, really? Shit. Did I just rename that to Dot? I fucking did. Oh, whatever. There we go. It's now just called Basilica Taxis. What happens if I now split it? 1st Taxis, Basilica Taxis. Then I merge them and it's still just called Basilica. Whatever, it's good enough. Alright. Long periods of conflict can have significant effect on soldiers, and the weariness of our own troops is growing day by day. So, threat of punishment, give discipline and... Sure, that seems reasonable. We get Zeuxippinus Zukvich. Nice. You've got a lot of zeal and high statesmanship, so I'm going to see if you can go straight in the government. You're an Antigonid, you're a Pelopid. I can't really get rid of either of you, can I? Let's check characters. Antigonids and Pelopids. The Pelopids are at 4 out of 4, the Antigonids are at 5 out of 4. I could replace the Antigonid. That's Omen power. Yeah, that worked. That's probably what I would have done anyway. 7 out of 13 now. Beautiful. Omens are looking solid powerful. Rome's at war with Saldensia and Apulia. They could easily trash that. Honestly, if they murdered Etruria, they'd be super strong because they, you know what? I kind of want a strong Rome. Etruria, get fucked. You're on your own, buddy. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna march here after you siege this. We're gonna wait. If we see it happening, we're gonna raise troops on it. Bloody barbarian bastards. Did you give Anatolia to the Seleucids by event? No, they took that. They took that in the original 4th Diadochi War. I want a strong Rome. Words the Greeks come to regret. I don't think the Greeks have ever said those words. And if they did, they would have regretted them. Right, the question is, do we go for... Oh, fuck, we missed it. Oh, there's only 500 there? Yeah, it's probably a good idea that I didn't. How many of you got? 2,000? How many of you got? 2,000? Got high war exhaustion. I kind of want that to go down. So... let's invoke a bit of Devotio. In times of peril, a great leader vows to succeed at all costs, even their own deaths. Quite and also indeed. Also, we've got an empty altar here. This is Dion. Pop assimilation speed? Nah. Provincial loyalty is irrelevant. Local population growth is okay. Citizen output could work out nice. Get citizen output and not Freeman output. Let's go population growth. These are both in Dion, which is in Pella, the region of. So let us grab ourselves. I want citizen growth, so I'll grab myself 3 courts of law. That'll do it. Rhodes was allied to Rome for like 400 years, and they prospered. Well, yeah, I mean, the reason that Rome went and conquered Macedon, because Macedon owned like all of this at the time. Thrace wants an alliance. Fuck off, Thrace. You attacked me at one point, remember? The reason that Rome eventually went and annexed a bunch of Greece was because the I don't know if it was the Rhodians specifically, but it was one of the Greek cities, like the Ionian Greeks, that basically said, "Oh, come help us, Macedon's being a dick," and so they did. We don't need to siege it; we just need to murder. Zeus Temple attracts travelers. The sheer grandeur of the Zeus Temple attracts travelers from all over the region. It's not uncommon that they vacation in the area and that large numbers use this as their destination to revel in the glory of our wonder. Fan-bloody-tastic that, mate, innit? But I will be a xenophobic ruler, because why not? Anyway, levies can be disbanded. Can I become empire without civil war as a monarchy? Yes. That'd just be a decision. I think. Imperial ambition. There. I just need 600 territories. It was the Aetolians, Rhodes, and Pergamon who mainly called for Rome. There we go. I couldn't remember which specific states, but the Aetolians are this region is Ionia. Rhodes is in Ionia, and Pergamon is like here, which is like Ionia. This whole coast is the Ionian coast. So I was right. I just didn't remember the names that they told me. Right, you've had some stuff built. Byzantium. I keep forgetting. I need a fortress there. And this region itself can actually increase the fort infrastructure capacity so that I can have both forts. It's kind of annoying me that I didn't have both. Does Crete have allies? Yes, they are in a defensive league that includes the south of Anatolia, which I will be going for. Aetolia to the right, south of Epirus. Oh, this Aetolia. I was thinking Aeolia. Right. This Aetolia. I didn't know that. It's funny how the Ionian coast is in the Aegean, but the Ionian Sea is south of the Adriatic. Huh. You're right. That is funny. Messene gets the 4th feta. How delightful. Oh, it's so good that Messene has 2 forts. Oh, shit. Where'd they go? Anyway, we've established a forocracy. We own the entire mainland region of Greece, excluding Epirus, directly or through subjects. So I get established forocracy. Sorry, forarchy. Frauarchy? That is a word indeed. All owned and Hellenistic subjects-owned provinces in the mainland region of Greece, excluding Epirus, will also receive established forocracy. So that's taxes and assimilation speed. Oh, I like that assimilation speed. Under Macedonian rule, a system of military governors has been established to manage the garrisons of the Greek cities and ensure the loyalty of their people and governments to our cause. While this was at first seen as an insult, this time has and will make Greece realize that peace of our Francesc guarantee is far more valuable than the freedom to wage wars of cattle disputes with their neighbours. We will commence the bureaucratic integration of Hellas. Indeed we will. I will also... you know what? Laconia. Lacedaemonian is going to lose its status and go down to Freeman again. As is Thessalian. Macedonian or bust. The Adricians I'm considering making citizens. Although, having said that, There's only like, what would that be? God, don't you just fucking love pie charts, eh? What's 50? What's 204 minus 115? That's how many fuckers there actually is. Because slaves don't fucking count for levies. So yeah, whatever that is, I don't really give a shit. I will give a decision though to make them a bit happier. I will found a colony. Yeah, about that happiness. Fuck you. It is for the best. We founded a colony. Assimilation speed, is there anything else? Thracia increases loyalty by 16. Oh, those are really nice numbers. Right of inheritance is really good. Those numbers are really nice looking. I saw 5 stability for each of them. I can't really afford the stability right now. Speaking of, let's stab a pig. 40 equals free money. Well, basically, yeah. We lack the 7 required. Yeah, that is true. We definitely do. But I will be doing it as soon as I have that 7. Trying to make them happier, founds a colony to enforce my supremacy. I'm making them happier by making them Macedonian. See, that's how you do it. You know? Thinking, dude. Is it time to invade? Delos, we do not own this. I need to make you happy so I can integrate you. The same with Ionia. And you can go pick him up from Argos. What is a fort if not stones which you can trade for money? Exactly. Is it possible or any good to make all your cultures citizens? It would suck if every single culture was integrated, because for every culture you have integrated, I actually don't have any anymore, but for every culture you have integrated, you get negative to primary culture happiness by 4%. So the more you have, the more 4% get, you know, piled upon top of each other, and you start struggling. Ooh, new civic advances man needed. You are very good at it. Tech. Oh, we're at 125% because of our aggression in Greece, taking all of their citizens. This is looking good. So the next tech I want is going to be either theological colleges or bookbinding. I mean, theological colleges makes more sense because I also get to build a new Great Wonder effect, even though I have not built a Great Wonder yet. What is the most optimal? I don't know. I straight up I don't know what's most optimal. What I like to do is generally have one major culture in each culture group. Like for here, if I was planning on marching north, I probably would integrate the Idrisian or preferably the Getian. But generally, I'd just like to do one culture in each. But what is most optimal? I don't know. I'm not an optimal player. I don't find any fun in like that kind of meta strategy area of the game. What I do find fun in is finding all the tribal settlements and fucking deleting them. Get spanked. Yeah. Because that's actually a fair amount of money that you gain from that. Provincial legations, I also don't particularly... Well, assimilation speed is really nice, though. We'll keep them around. What don't we like? We don't really like slave estates. So that's like 40 ducats every one that you get rid of. Ports are fine. Barracks are good. Get rid of some fortresses if I wanted to. I mean, there are some fortresses up here. That one seems fine. That one seems fine. That one's definitely staying. That one's staying. I feel like I would like a fort here and here. Just to block off, you know, in these choke points, they're really good, but we'll leave it for now. In my Rome campaign, I toggled auto trade in Corsica and somehow was able to recruit horse archers into my legion. Corsica managed to find steppe horses to import. That's awesome. Well, it's based on your distance, right? So if you're Rome, and it doesn't matter that this is on your western side, if any part of you is able to import steppe horses from either Scythia or Anatolia or further, I mean, probably one of these two, then yeah, you can get it anywhere in your empire, which I do find a bit awkward. It should be the distance from province to province rather than empire to empire. I would assume Daidoki could afford legions from the get-go. They can. Will the next campaign be? I don't know yet. We need to import some salt from Carthage. We're trading so much with Carthage right now. Has anyone figured out how you can see total siege progress, by the way? As far as I can see, you can only see the time until the next phase. What's the percentage in the middle of it, right? Do we see any of that? You're not sieging. Can't see it from here. But we can go to war. Who are we going to go to war with? Probably Crete. Right? We want to go to war with Crete and the southern people? You're at war with Arkindra. This guy. Let's grab ourselves a claim on you. Well, we can't because we don't have the political influence. Alright, fuck it, we'll leave it then. I want you to be changed here because this guy's way fucking better. Let's hop you on the floaty boaty boys and start the invasion of Crete. Hop you over a siege, it kind of tells you. Yeah, I mean, the percentage you see jumps up and down though when you finish a phase. Well, it'll jump up to tell you the percentage at which, like, it basically rolls a dice, and if you get over a certain number, then you win the siege. You know, I'll go into it when we're sieging in Gortina. Do I want to go straight for Gortina? Probably. Definitely. Yeah, let's float to here instead then. There's also Arcades I need to siege. But yeah, I'll go over the siege and how it all works when we invade these bastards. Oh, that's a level 2 fort. I do like that they've got different symbols depending on what level of fort it is. That's a nice touch. Somebody is dead. It was the governor of Illyria. Yeah, you can take over. Alright, this floaty boaty boy is going to go around here. Alright, so we have no chance to win the siege, right? Because it's a negative 35%. That is because you roll a dice, which is this last dice roll here. You add up all of the different modifiers here. So +2 from commander, that's because we've got level 14. You get +1 from every 5 marshal. So if we were level 15, this number would be 3. We've got +1 from siege units, because as this is a level 2 fort, and we have 4 engineers, we get a +1 bonus. Any breaches you have will give you 1. The level of fort gives -1. If you're not blockading and it's on a coastline, you get negative. As soon as my fleet arrives here, it won't be +1, but it will be a flat 0. And you need to roll. What do you need to roll, actually? What is the number you need? I suppose it's just different siege outcomes, and the percentage is based on something. Oh, you have to get over a positive number, maybe? I don't know. Actually, we'll have a look. These are all the things I have to really look into to figure out how to do the tutorial. Because I know for EU4, what it is you've got a certain number of different events that can happen, and that is like between a number this and this, disease happens. Between the number this and this, there is starvation there. Where does it say those? It should say those somewhere in here, right? Siege accumulation, no. Current morale, no. Does it not show that anymore? Because it still does have siege events. Hover over the outliner on the right. Do I not have siege? I don't have sieges on. Our siege. Oh, sieges is here. Where is it? Where one is active diplomacy, active wars, building construction. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. It's interesting that this is not down here. I feel like that's changed. It probably used to be. Anyway, in our sieges of Gortina, you roll a dice and then you add up all of the modifiers that you see in the bottom. Stat score is between a 3 and a 4, so we've got a 14% chance of getting that. Supply shortage between a 5 and 11, we've got a half chance of that, etc, etc, and a surrender is at 20. So you basically need to get to 20, and that's how that works. A lot of these different things, like defenders desert, water shortage, food shortage, these will give this extra accumulation. So as this goes up, you're more likely to get to the 20. It's interesting. I knew... Can I not lock this in place? Yeah, I can. I knew that this existed. I always thought it was down here, and I've never really looked into it. So, hey, we learned something together. Huzzah. Good on us and also chat. So it's only shown in the outliner? Yeah, that's interesting. It's weird. It's a bit annoying, actually. And no longer on top of the dice, which it used to be. Yeah, it used to be on top of the dice. Exactly. It used to be, like, up here. Like, I could even see it being, like, for example, when we looked at Rome, this picture was the tooltip. I could see it being that. That would make more sense than only being in the outliner. Like, it's got to be somewhere, right? Like, I also thought it might be under Siege Phase Timer, but it's not. That's just telling you what the different things to see how fast it's going to be is. Crete had friends in Anatolia. Yeah, but we can deal with this first. Corrupt governor of Greece. You shite ass. We'll fix his mess. It's the bar at the bottom? No, this shows the morale of our army. In case we want to assault it. Which you never want to do unless there's a breach. In general, the UI is a bit messy after CK3, it's a bit jarring. I don't know. We've established a phorocracy, though. The powers of phorarchs have been giving you more administrative bent, settling disputes and ensuring the smooth function of local government to a greater extent. The roles of enforcers of our rule, of course, continues, but grows ever more vestigial as Macedonian rule becomes the norm. Nice. Head of the Pelophids is a little bit having a bit of a whinge. Tell you what, mate, go tell me what the Seleucids are doing. Bye. That's going to get nerfed. That's straight up going to get nerfed. I don't think they really looked into the effects of that. How did I roll a 7 on a d6? It might not be a d6. It's, I believe, a d10? I mean, they're just showing a d6 because if you put a picture of a d10, general population would be like, the fuck is this? But I believe it is a d10. Bedraggled, weary, and spouting all manner of curse, Euctemon Pelopid has returned to Macedon. Wait, why? Why did you return? It's transpired he was discovered eavesdropping. The bastard. But you did become happy? Oh my god, you're no longer the head of family? Are you fucking shitting me? Your man's no longer the head of family. Or is he? No, he isn't. Fucking Epaminondas became the fucking head of family. Oh, that's so exploity. It's so exploity, though. This is really annoying as well. How much are you going to cost me? A fucking random amount. Who knows? Like, can you tell me? Oh shit, it's right there. Okay, so we can get him for 64. Yeah, sure.